I'm going to be blatantly honest with you guys. Unless your conscience haunts you if you do not study physics, unless it messes with your sleep, unless somehow deep down in there you feel that there is something wrong if you do not study physics, physics is definitely not for you. Unless it's all you think about, or mostly all the time, what you think about. Unless you are that kind of person where you just feel deep down that I just have to be studying physics all the time. Unless if you go and try something else and it feels miserable and all you're thinking about is, oh, I wish I could be studying physics. I do not want to lie to you. Unless you are this kind of person, unless, and I repeat, unless you are this type of person, physics is without a shadow of a doubt not for you. Why? The thing is hard, ladies and gentlemen. Physics is hard. The reason people are not progressing in physics is not because they are stupid, or it's not because they are not smart enough. The thing is hard. Yeah, of course, there are some factors, like people are putting or focusing their attention on things that we would say are not necessarily important. Yes, that applies to a certain extent, but part of the reason there is little progress in physics right now as compared to in the past, like in the 20th century and in the 19th century and so forth, is because the thing is hard. The more we progress, the more the thing gets hard, guys. The thing is hard. So unless you are called for it, unless you are passionate about it, I do not want to lie to you. The thing is going to mess with your head. It's going to make your life miserable. Now, if you're in the tendency of always thinking about physics, say when you're, like, for example, washing the dishes, or you're walking down the street, or you're just sitting, you're in a park or something, and all you think about is physics, then in that scenario, I believe, ladies and gentlemen, in that scenario, physics might just be for you. Now, of course, people might think about it for different reasons, but if it's definitely all you think about all the time, then please consider taking it seriously. Consider making it your career. But if you are not that kind of person who is constantly fascinated about physics and the mathematics behind, then please reconsider. Consider not going into physics and consider going into something else. If you're the kind of person who went into physics simply because they got an A or they got straight A's throughout high school, and when you got to college, you're like, okay, I think I'm a science major. I think I can be a physics major. If that's the only reason you took physics or you're planning to take physics, please reconsider. It's more difficult than you think. It's not a game of what you mostly do in high school, where you're given problem sets and you're asked to solve the problem sets. It requires deep plowing, deep understanding, deep thinking. All that is required when you're now studying physics at a professional level, when you want to now understand what's really happening. What do we mean when we say the force applied to an object is directly proportional to the momentum and the two act in the same direction? What do we really mean when we say F is equal to ma? You now have to get in deep and now get comfortable with a certain level of mental abstraction. So unless you are deeply fascinated, unless you want to understand the truths of the universe, then please reconsider. Do not go into physics simply because you think you're smart enough to study it. It will humble you. It will humble you to a level you have not seen, and you will consider going into other areas. And you would have wasted your time. You might reach like a PhD level, and you realize, okay, this is not for me. Yes, I'm smart, but this is not for me. Physics can humble you, believe me. So if you are not the type of person whom I have just described, please, without a shadow of a doubt, consider going into some other field. See where you have more of an inclination, where you are called for, and do not study physics just because you got an A in physics in high school.